I think probably one of the best games that we saw in week 1 of college football was Clemson and LSU. LSU going to Clemson and essentially beating them 17-10. This wasn't the most flashy game. This wasn't the obviously highest scoring game that we thought we would see. But this was a usual smash mouth, two incredibly good defenses playing against each other, and the offenses having their moments when the other ones didn't. Obviously, they were trying to figure out what the real Death Valley is, and I know that I came on here and said that I felt that Cade Klubnik was going to be one of the best college quarterbacks in football. I know I said that I had Clemson winning the national championship, and at this very moment, that pick isn't looking great. But again, it's week 1, and honestly, and we're going to talk about another. We're going to talk about another game. Clemson had their chances. Look, I don't feel like the sky is falling for a lot of these teams that lost. Alabama ain't one of them teams, but Clemson's one of those teams. The fact that you were able to hold Garrett Nussmeier, who was a really good quarterback, hold him in this offense, this high-powered offense, might I add, to 17 points, and you had 10, and there were multiple times where Cade just didn't see the field as well as I thought he would. And the defenses were just going at it. I feel good about this team, Clemson. Now, obviously, it's a preseason pick, and if they don't win the national championship, they don't win it. But I'm not throwing away this team. I'm not throwing away my pick of Cade Klubnik being one of the better quarterbacks. He was good. Actually, he was okay. He just did the offense just sputtered. I'm going to save that take. I'm going to save that take for once we talk about TCU and North Carolina. What I did take from this game is I was much more down on on LSU than I should have been going to the season. And a lot of that is because of Brian Kelly. I mean, hell, this is Brian Kelly's first win as a starting or first win. This is Brian Kelly's first season opening win as the head coach of LSU. And he's had some incredible teams. And you go into an environment like Clemson, you hear, LSU was wearing the 1-0 shirts before the game. All you heard about Clemson was, this is the real Death Valley, since they're both, Tigers and they both play at Death Valley. But Garrett Nussmeier was the better quarterback. LSU had the better offense. Even though, Cade, there was a lot of times. And that's the thing. Look, I understand that each team has strengths, right? And even when I say this, it's kind of contradictory. I understand what I'm about to say is a little contradictory. There were so many times in this Clemson LSU game where it was clear what was about to happen. As a person watching the game, you can tell. It just felt like there were so many times where Clemson could have and should have been creative with their offense, and they weren't. There was so many times like, you know what, this looks like this is about to be a quarterback run. Oh, yep, there it goes, quarterback run. Or this looks like this is about to be a slant pass. It just felt so predictable at times. And this is from somebody watching the game. I can imagine how LSU felt like the last play of the game, right? Or the last offensive play for Clemson. I think it was like 4th and 4. And everyone in their mama knew Cade Klubnik is probably about to run this ball. Now, all night, you weren't really getting much from the running backs. You weren't really getting much from the receivers, but you felt all you need is 4 yards. You have the momentum, essentially, and you have a chance to at least tie the game. And what do you know? Everyone that thought Cade Klubnik was going to run the ball was extremely right. In fact, how much? The man had 8 carries for 1 yard. That's crazy. Look, man. I think Clemson's going to be really good. I think LSU is going to be really good. I apologize for disrespecting LSU's name like that, but I do feel good about Clemson. I feel like if they clean up some things, then it just makes the job easier for the team. And if they don't, then I don't know. I just feel like Cade is too good to go 19 for 38 for 230 and 1 interception, no touchdowns. I just feel like I feel like a lot of that was LSU's defense, but a lot of it just was the offense just wasn't there. Because I feel like this offense is supposed to be much better, especially with Adam Randall at the receipt. Like I just feel like it should have been better. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.